man found dead on the streets of Verona.
No way. There has been a recent feud between the two families, the Capulets and the Montagues.
The rest of the story we will present after the commercial break. Get your master sword today. Continuing with our coverage of the story between the Montagues and the Capulets. Bridger?
Well, there has been a bit of a brawl lately in the streets of Verona. I heard there was some thumb biting going on.
The prince came up in time and stopped the fight before it could get bloody.
There was a young man named Romeo and some of his companions. I'm pretty sure they went to a party at the Capulets later that night.
And at that party, he met a girl named Juliet, and they fell in love on the spot. A few hugs, a few kisses, exchanged numbers. They met up later that night.
At that night, Romeo just went to her house. I'm pretty sure there was a bit of extreme stuff going on there, but we won't get into that.
And in that meeting, they wanted to get married, and so Romeo went to meet with his friend, the friar.
The next day, Romeo met Juliet at the church. They got married.
Remember these old drabby things that you used to wear on your feet? Well, no more, because now you can wear these. Yeah, or these. Or these. Yeah, so you can go from this to this. Yeah.
Hello, and welcome back to our coverage of the feud between the Montagues and the Capulets. This is my reporter friend, Katie.
Hello.
After Romeo and Juliet got married, there was a brawl that started in the streets, and in this brawl, Mercutio is slain by Tybalt.
Later, Romeo shows up to find his friend, Mercutio, dead, and seeks out Tybalt to avenge his friend's death, and slays Tybalt.
Once the prince finds out that Romeo slew Tybalt, he is angry and banishes Romeo to a little town called Mantua.
Banished. Later that night, Juliet finds out from her father that she is promised to be married to a man, a wealthy man, named Prince. His name is Paris. And she is very sad because of this, because she loves and is already married to Romeo.
So, they devise a plan. In this plan, Juliet will fake her death, and then she will be buried. Romeo will come back knowing that she is not dead, and will pick her out of the tomb, and they will go off and run away together.
But a flaw occurs. Romeo is not told that she is not dead, and when he finds her, he thinks she is dead, and poisons himself.
And on the way, he also kills Paris. And when Juliet wakes up, she sees that Romeo is dead and kills herself too.
What a great love story. And the death of 6 people.
Yes.
And that concludes our coverage of this story. Good night. And have a good time watching this next commercial break. Hello, I'm here to introduce the newest way of the beautifulest music you've ever heard in your world. This instrument is the coolest thing you'll ever see in your life. It is the biggest violin in the world.